What would you say to someone who is disillusioned with traditional assessment?
It's a good thing because traditional assessment, there's a lot to be disillusioned about with traditional assessment. And by traditional, what that means is a sort of an on-demand, here's a test, and participation equals performance on this test. I would say don't give it up. I think that there is still a place for very traditional assessment, an important place, but a much smaller place than it's usually granted. And rather than seeing traditional assessment as something that's sort of gatekeeper, if you do it right, if you provide a lot of scaffolding and reflection before you approach a traditional assessment, students can see it as an opportunity to prove how successful they've been. And this comes back to this distinction that I made in my talk today between consequential and critical engagement. Traditional assessments are really only good at getting at conceptual stuff because you have to control for context, right? If it's going to be an on-demand, quick and dirty, constrained time thing, really all you can ask is, does this person understand the concept? And it's actually a pretty low bar. So what I would say is, don't try to do too much with traditional assessment. Don't get carried away. There's often a time and a place for a closed book exam. It's over, it's done. Open book exams get drawn out, and you're distorting the purpose, where if you minimize the function of it, of just saying, I want to make sure that the students who've been showing up have another opportunity to show that they're showing up. I want to make sure that the students haven't been showing up have a more objective piece of evidence that they really didn't learn stuff that the other students did. But don't try to get at the more consequential and critical engagement. Just focus on those very basic, the concepts. And then basically your job is to convince the students that if you participate in this discussion, if you think about the consequences of these ideas, at the end of this course there's going to be an exam and you're going to do fine on it.